Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to the player review for the 84 brand new Inform / one to watch Cenk Tosun. I think it's Cenk, but either way, the Turkish striker from Everton bagged himself an Inform this week, which I did predict in my Team of the Week predictions, and this card I think looks pretty darn good. I think he's going to go a little bit under the radar, but I think his card looks really solid. I've added a fork chemistry star to him, which bumps his pace up to 86, his shooting up to 94, and his physical up to 88. Now, the sort of tall, strong striker isn't necessarily my favourite kind of striker, just for me personally. However, he really does look pretty good, and the pace doesn't look too bad for the kind of height and build that he is. So I think personally it's going to be quite a good card. I'm looking forward to trying this card out. Hopefully it lives up to my expectations. I'm very much hoping that it will. But to look at some of these stats you can see on the screen here, his overall shooting being at 87 currently, but like I said, it is up to 94, so you're adding roughly between 7 to 10 to every single one of these stats you can see. He's got great shot power, great positioning, great general long shots and finishing, stuff like that. Great curve, very good composure, 80 stamina, which isn't too bad, again pretty good for a player his kind of build, so hopefully that is going to be helpful and will pay dividends. But we will find out in the highlights. I'm probably going to do 7 games because I bought him for, I think it was 18.5k roughly, so I'm going to play all 7 games. It was a fresh card, and we'll see how well he does. Hopefully he can do pretty good for us. But let's get into the highlights and let's find out if this Cenk Tosun is going to be as good as I hope he is. Okay guys, so I've used the Cenk Tosun for 7 games, and I have to say I really like this card. It's one of my favourite big strikers that I've used this year. I mentioned in the pre-bit that I don't really use big strikers, but this guy did a job. He was really good. I'll start off with the negatives just so we can get that out of the way. The pace increase was needed. He needs to have at least the 2 added onto his pace, as in sort of like, so on Hawk it adds 2 little arrows. He needs at least that because he felt a little bit sluggish at times, but against certain defenders it was enough pace that it paid dividends. And I've put heavy dribbling as one of his cons, just to explain what that means. At times he just feels a little bit sluggish, he feels a little bit like his movement isn't fantastic, and that's not all the time, that is only a little bit, because at times his dribbling actually is good enough and he can make his way past players, but he felt a little bit sluggish at times. But into the pros of this card. Long shots, insane. Some of the best long shots I've ever used on a striker this year. Very good, very clinical. He only needed 3 shots per goal, and that was rounded up. So you're looking at, I think in the 7 games he got himself 10 goals. So that's 30 shots and he managed to get himself 10 goals. But in those 7 games I do also want to add 3 of them were rage quits because of Cenk Tosun as well, because of the goals he was scoring. So actually he probably would have got even more goals if the rage quits hadn't happened. He really did do very well. I really absolutely enjoyed using his card. Great fun. The strength on the card is really good, which again you'd expect from that kind of striker. Plus obviously I buffed him up to 88 physical, so he really was holding people off very well. His passing was really good, very good passing stats. I think it was about 91% passing accuracy, to go with 97 shot accuracy as well, so pretty much every single shot was on target. But his dribbling stats did knock a little bit. It was about 3/4 of his dribbles were successful, so 1 in 4 dribbles he was losing possession, which isn't ideal. His hold up play was really good, but the main thing for this card is he was really cheap. 18k for a card like this that did this well was great. I was coming up against some phenomenal teams. I think in those 7 games I won 6 of them. The game that I lost was against a guy who had 8 icons. And then it was a really tough game. It was quite a close game actually. We did run it pretty close and Tosun did still score. But I would honestly say this card was really good. It's going to get you goals. He was finishing goals left, right and centre, and I just absolutely loved using it. It's actually, I'm genuinely considering keeping this card. Often after a lot of my reviews I do sell the player just because I don't have many coins at the moment, but at this moment in time I kind of don't want to get rid of him. He really has been doing well, and one of the big things, every single goal that we scored, it felt like Tosun at least had a part to do with it. I think he only got himself 1 assist, but it felt like he had something to do with every single goal that we scored. A lot of rebound, like his shots that would get saved and rebounded out, often players were picking up, and I know that's not necessarily down to Tosun, but to me that's contributing to a goal. His goal contributions were massive. Like I said, I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 goals that we scored that Tosun didn't have something to do with, so he really was very, very good. And I really think that if you're using a BPL team, or maybe even a Turkish team, I don't know, then he will fit very nicely into your team and will play very, very well. You do need to have a quick striker with him. As I said in the original bit that I filmed, his pace isn't through the roof, and his pace is a little bit lacking, and you need that increase. But I did genuinely think that the Hawk attribute buffed it enough for me personally. But I think a quick striker with him would pay off, and you'd get some good results from that. And I personally think this card is definitely worth the price bracket. 18k, absolute bargain. I can only see that price going down. If I'm honest, I reckon it'll be about 15k within a couple of days. But he's one to watch. If he gets another increase, another improvement or inform, this card could be very, very good, and I think will be an absolute staple into looking into getting. But for now, boys, that is my review. Hopefully you've enjoyed that and found that helpful. If you did, then let me know. If you end up using this Tosun card, let me know in the comment section below what you think of it, if it works for you. And of course, if this review did help you, because hopefully it will do. That's why I do these reviews, to let you guys know some players that I enjoy using, or even players that I then don't enjoy using, so you can save your coins. But hopefully this was helpful. Thank you so much to everyone who watches this sort of series, I guess, this group of videos, everyone who's checked out the channel. And of course, if you are new around here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you turn on notifications, you'll be informed as and when I do upload my videos. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. You need to look out for a very, very big player review coming up very, very soon. But for now, boys, thank you, and I'll see you all very soon. Look after yourselves.